tools and really just how simple that this can be for you. So we're going to dive right in. And so if you'll do me a favor and just put ready into the comment section, into the chat, then I know you are ready. Grab a notebook, grab a pen. We're going to be taking some notes as well. And again, be excited. Be so excited. I remember my first orientation and I love getting on these calls. They just light a fire under me every single time and I want to re-sign up every single time. Okay, looks like you guys are ready. Let's rock and roll. Let's do this. Here we go. All right. So, welcome again to your Riman orientation. Here we go. And congratulations. Oh my gosh, you should be so excited. You might have a little bit of butterflies maybe happening right now in your stomach, and you've got all the feelings. And I remember it. In fact, I just had my 2 year anniversary May 1st, and be excited for the possibilities that are here for you because it really just depends on you and what you want. There's no ceiling here, and that's one of the beautiful things about what we're doing. So you're officially a Remon planner, which simply means that you now have access to a proven global brand, incredible products, and a business system that's already built for you. And that's what I'm going to walk you through today. So let's get going. So here you are always supported. You are so equipped here with Remon, and you are exactly where you are supposed to be. So you don't need to know everything today. I remember when I first started, I didn't know the compensation plan. I didn't even know how to find my link or get in my back office or anything. I just knew that I love these products and I wanted to share them. And really, that's all you need. Learn as you go, dive in, play around with all the tools that we have here for you. And this call again is gonna help you confidently move forward into your business by giving you all the information that you need. So before I ever learned anything about the products or like I just said, the compensation plan, I was taught the Riemann story. And here's the thing, when you hear the story, immediately it clicks. This is different. This isn't like what, any other company. And so let's talk a little bit about what we've done because it's pretty amazing. It's pretty incredible. We were established in Korea in 2018, and just a few short years, we did over 2.5 billion in revenue. We became the #1 rated K-beauty brand in Korea. You guys, can you imagine the competition? Like, think about that for a minute. Coming into Korea, right, where all of the best in the beauty industry is, and then rising to the top, coming in late, right? That's pretty amazing. We sold over 40 million bottles in Korea alone. And again, if you know the size of South Korea, it's not very big. It's about the size of Indiana. It's got about 50 million people. And so we crushed it there. And then, of course, we came into North America in 2023, which means that we get to be part of a startup, right? Timing is everything, and we get the rare opportunities that are in place for us right now, sitting in the seats that we're sitting in, being first. So be very, very excited about the seat that you're sitting in, because being first, again, you guys, there's just so much massive momentum that you're stepping into right now, like global expansion. And these are just a few of the places that we've been. And again, we can't even keep up with how fast we're growing globally. Um, all of the countries aren't even on this slide. So again, love that we get to be part of something in the phase that we are in right now. It's always so fun. So Remont doesn't just create products. We basically rethought the entire model, from the philosophy to the products to the pricing to the compensation plan to the people. And this is why this works for people at every single stage, no matter what. If you're brand new to this industry, we've all started as a newbie, by the way, or maybe you have experience in this industry. Basically, it doesn't matter the seat that you're sitting in what your background is, because we all get to start from the same place. And that's a really, really exciting place to be. All right, let's talk about your support system, because one of the first things that we have for you is you have your very own website. You didn't have to build it. You didn't have to pay somebody else to build it. We built it for you. And let's walk you through everything that you have here with your very own website. So this is your home base. It's remon.com. Everything runs through here. So this is where you're going to enroll your customers. You're going to enroll new planners. You're going to order products here. You're going to manage your business here, and you're also going to be able to access all of your tools and your resources here as well. So from your website, you actually are going to be able to access your back office too. You guys, everything's in one place. So this is your business dashboard. What I love is that I don't have to go to multiple places to find all the things that I need for my business. Everything again is in one place. Same username, same password. And this is where you're going to see your commissions, your rank progress, your customers, your team, your reports, everything is in one place. And then, of course, we get to have a lot of fun where we get to personalize this for our customers as well. I love this feature so much. So, here in your personal mall, your storefront, again, already built for you, you're going to be able to find your customer shopping link. And so your link is here, your enrollment link. Oh, I'll show you the next slide. Sorry, I thought this slide was the one where you got to customize. But this is where you find all the things that you need for sharing, and of course, the ability to also create custom shopping bags as well. And that's this one right here. So customization is really, really easy. It's easy as one, two, three. Basically, you're going to create the bag. You're going to name it. You're going to select the products, and then copy the link, send it to a customer, and then you're done. Okay, so people, again, this is going to make shopping really, really easy for them, and it's a custom feature that we have, and it's just I use it all the time. So now let's move into the drive where all of your marketing materials are. So this is where all of your marketing, everything lives. This presentation actually is here. You can find it here if you want to do these presentations yourself, but you're going to be able to have product info, your social content, tools, videos, every single thing is going to be found here, and including launching your business. Now, this is so, so, so important. This is what it looks like. And you're going to be able to find this into the drive. And basically, this is your roadmap to help you get focused. Please take the time to sit down and really write out, map out your goals, because I promise you, this is what's going to contribute to so much of your success here. Write down your short-term goals. Write down your long-term goals. Why did you say yes to this? And you want to refer back to it a lot, because most people don't quit because they're incapable. They quit because they're unclear. And this is going to keep you moving forward. Okay. So again, super, super important to take the time to do this. Write those goals down, get everything on paper, put the dates that you're going to hit your ranks, and magic happens when you do that. It's a powerful, powerful tool. So goals matter, right? Goals aren't pressure, they're permission. And it's basically permission to say no to distractions, permission to stay focused when motivation fades, because it always fades, permission to measure your progress instead of guessing, right? And so when you don't set goals, everything's going to feel heavy. When you do, everything gets simple. Okay. And we want this to be simple. We want this to be really, really fun for you. So we've got something really cool happening this month, and one of them is this right here. When you hit that first rank of manager, we're going to give you a wonderful gift. I wish I could get this gift. This bag is so cute. So, and then when you're promoted to senior manager, you also get this bag. Now, you could have came in a year ago as a planner, and maybe you stepped away from your business. You had a lot going on in your life. Well, guess what? You can also earn this incredible bag as well. So it doesn't matter your date of enrollment. Anybody that hits manager or senior manager is going to get this incredible bag. All right, my part is done. I'm going to stop sharing. I'm going to introduce our next speaker, who I had the opportunity to meet the last time that we presented together, which was so fun. I adore her. You guys, her name is Anne, and you guys can probably see it's Ann Kim. And I'm really, really excited for you guys to hear from her. She's on fire right now. She's such a powerful example of what's possible when you simply just decide to go all in your business and you don't overcomplicate things. She's a stay-at-home mom of three, no sales background too, by the way, you guys, total newbie here, no network marketing experience, nothing like that. Just a decision to learn and to show up. And you guys are going to be able to get to hear from her right now.
Thank you so much, Christy, for that introduction. Christy, everybody say thank you, Christy, in the comments because she does such a wonderful, wonderful job at introducing the business. My name is Anna Kim, and I'm just here to talk about my journey and the reason why I am so um, confident about this business and about the skincare. I hopped on one of these orientations myself and saw a testimony just like this that changed my life, that changed my family's life. And I'm just about to show you what that looks like because this was my son. From the month of 6 to about 2 and a bit, he had really bad eczema. These weren't even like super bad pictures. He had cracking and bleeding, and I had to put steroids on him. I've tried everything, and I heard a testimony that talked about how moisturizing our products were. And so that's what I tried. That's what I used. I did a K-pop up over the weekend, and I had a lady who was in tears saying, my son has eczema too, and it's really bad. Can your products help? And I said, well, let me show you the pictures, and it helped for me. So try it out. She was, really excited to try the products. And now it's been 3.5 years, and my son has not put on any steroids. This is all I use on him and just regular cream. And so the products are super hydrating. Now, this was also my postpartum hair journey. If you see on the left, that was me, and I didn't even know my husband was taking a video of me, and I was like, what happened to my hairline? And it freaked me out. I tried different like supplements and oils, and nothing really worked. And so I tried our Bodalab products, and within a few months, that's the results of it. So I love our products. Our products are so, so fantastic. Um, I can't say enough good things. And that's it. That it's about sharing the products and changing people's lives with the products. My family's life was changed. I hope yours will too. And it is my absolute honor and privilege to introduce the next gentleman. He is so kind. He plays team, and he will help anybody and support anybody and build anybody up. He works so hard at this business and always shows up. And please welcome Mr. Julian Doan. This director is here to talk about senior manager game plan.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Anna, for that wonderful introduction. And, it's such a powerful testimony. A lot of people, when they get involved with Riman, they see that it's Korean skincare, it's beauty products. And a lot of times they think, what we give to people is a better face, right? Better results. And, with Anna's testimonial, what you really get a chance to see is a lot deeper than just vanity, than just superficial qualities, right? Everybody wants to look better. Everybody wants to have glowing skin. But imagine the impact for a mother whose child has been dealing with eczema and has tried everything under the sun and couldn't find results. And then through Remon, being able to do that. And so what you got a chance to just witness is that we have real products, real science, and real people. And that's really what it's all about, because people talk about business, and I'm going to talk about how to grow your business and hit senior manager. And if you're a business owner on this call, then you probably already understand most businesses, their focus is all about being scalable, right? But a business can't be scalable. The product's not valuable. And what you just saw is how valuable our products are. And not just that, but you also got a chance to hear from Miss Christy Bellison, who talked about the real system behind our products. Not only do we have the science behind our products, but we have the system behind the business, right? The tools. And for us, it's not just about signing people up, it's about starting people up. So, you being a part of Remon is just the beginning. You signing that application to become part of Remon is just the start. And this is where your journey continues. So I'm super excited to be here. So let's go ahead and dive right into it. So senior manager game plan. This is where it all starts. Now, when you get involved in Remon, the only difficult choice you really have to make is, do I want to get started as a planner, a manager, or senior manager? We're going to talk a little bit about that later, right? And what's amazing about Remon is, again, how scalable it is and our rewards and revenue system, our program, right? You meet certain requirements, you automatically get promoted. It's not based on favoritism, racism, or anything like that. It's simply based on the merit of your hard work, which is probably one of the most fair things in the whole entire world. So when you get started as a planner, you're going to earn up to 10% on your personal commissions, right? So whatever you personally buy for yourself, whatever you personally sell, you're going to earn up to 10%. Now, when you accumulate $3,000 in sales, 3,000 in sales points in a 3-month period, any 3 months, as long as 3 months in a row, right? Guess what? You're now going to become a manager and your commissions double. You now earn up to 20% commission, right? How amazing is that? For those of you on the call that are familiar with being a brand ambassador or influencer, right? Most people start, you get the coupon code, you're only going to get 10%. And so when I saw Remon, I was so excited because it was so different than what I was used to, right? You bring the company in sales, right? Not only do you get paid, but you'll end up getting paid more. And that's what's amazing, that as you help the company grow, you get to grow your income as well. Now, let's just say you went out there and you did 6,000 sales points in a 3 month period. Well, guess what? You just increase your commissions again up to 25% commission. But what's also exciting is now you earn unlimited senior manager commissions on levels up to 5%. So we're going to break down what that means in a moment, right? Now, let me share with you something. For those of you who just got started or getting started, there's no better time to get started in Riman right now. And the reason why I say that is because for something you're supposed to do anyways, the company's going to reward you for it. So we have a couple of promotions set up for the month of May. That's super exciting, right? You know, Miss Christy Bellison just talked about it. For the month of May, new managers and senior managers, okay? No matter your enrollment date, right? As long as you're, no matter their enrollment date by May 31st, guess what? You get started, you hit these ranks, you're going to earn this Riman tote bag. And I don't know what it is, but there's nothing better than having Riman swag. This is actually going to be probably one of your best recruiting tools and customer getting tools as well. Because carrying this around, people are going to see the bag. It's number one, it's well designed, it's very aesthetic. People are going to look at that and be like, what is Riman? What is that? What is it? And that will naturally lead to more conversations. Now, if you're smart, you got some experience kits in there, you're like, well, let me show you, right? Because again, this business is super simple. All you have to do is just talk about the product, use the product, talk about the product, share the product, and let them decide whether they just want to be a customer or participate in the business, right? Now, what's also exciting, we're bringing this back from last month. Last month, we had a record-breaking amount of people reach the position of manager and senior manager that we brought this promotion back, okay? So a couple things to notice, right? Number one, let's talk about the position of manager. Anybody that gets involved this month and hits in their first 7 days, okay? 7 days, you're going to earn an extra $250 cash bonus on top of your commissions, and you're going to earn 60 travel points. Now, if you're brand new and you don't know what a travel point is, here's what's amazing. On top of getting paid, on top of getting recognized for something you're supposed to do anyways, you earn something called travel points. And from February to December, you have a chance to qualify. Now, when you reach a certain amount of travel points, guess what? You're going to qualify to go to the Bahamas, right? How many of you like to go to the Bahamas? If you want to go to the Bahamas, in the chat box, type 1111, right? And again, this is a vacation, not a trip, right? What's the difference? A vacation is, guess what, is where someone you pay, someone else pays for it, and a trip is where you pay for it. And a lot of us are used to tripping our whole entire lives, so now we get to go on a vacation, right? Now, if you do it in 30 days, you get a $100 cash bonus, and you get 40 travel points, right? 3 times the amount of travel points you normally would, right? If you hit it in 7 days, and 2 times the amount you normally would if you do it in 30 days. Now, guess what? Let's say you get started and you hit the position of senior manager in your first 7 days, right? You're going to get a $500 cash bonus, $500 cash bonus. And on top of that, you're going to earn 3 times, right, the normal travel points. You're going to earn 150 travel points towards your Bahamas vacation, right? Now, if you do it in 30 days, you still get a $250 cash bonus, and you get 2 times the normal travel points you normally get, which is 100 travel points for something you're supposed to do anyways. Now, if you're on this call and you're like, well, I got started last month, or, you know, I've already been in, this is a great promotion to sneak people in the month of May, to get as many people started as possible, to not only achieve success, have great quality products, but to set them up to experience all the great things that Riman has in place for everybody, okay? So we talked about the requirements, right? We talked about the extra incentives. Well, let's talk about how we actually do that, okay? Now, as far as a senior manager game plan, how do you become a senior manager? Super simple, okay? All you need to do is do 2,000 in sales points per month, right? 3 months in a row, or 6,000 sales points anytime in a 3-month period, okay? And those sales points can come from your personal orders. They can come from your personal customer orders. They can come from the people you personally introduce to the business and their personal customers, okay? So all that counts towards your senior manager promotion as long as it adds up to 6,000 sales points. And again, if you notice with the promotions we have going on, there's no better time, and there's never been more incentives for people to get started and hit these positions, okay? So what does that mean? It means you're going to rack up travel points, and you're going to get promoted faster than ever before, okay? Now, as far as commission release qualifications, all you need is 3 active customers. Any order volume is fine. You have that, you're going to get paid, okay? Now, as far as senior manager commissions, how does it work? Well, you're going to get paid on your personal and first level, okay? That's you and whoever you personally bring in. You're also going to get a 25% base commission, additional 5% on your senior manager open group on unlimited levels of commission, okay? And we have really great training that goes into detail on the exact comp plan. So if you need that, reach out to the person that brought you in, and they'll get that information to you, okay? Now, What's amazing is you also have something called a top retailer bonus that when you do 2,000 sales points in a calendar month and you have 20 lifetime customers, you're going to get an additional 5% on your retail customers, right? On top of what you're already earning. Now, let's just say you're the type of person that doesn't make your minimums or maximums. You're like, Julian, what if I double that, right? Well, guess what? If you double that, you also double the percentage on your retail commissions, right? From 5% to an extra 10%. And all you need is 4,000 sales points and 40 lifetime customers. Okay. Now, when it comes to your personal orders, we have a really, really great personal order rebate program, right? So, whatever you personally order, half of that is going to come back in a cash rebate to you, and half is going to come back in Riman dollar rebate that you can use towards future purchases. Promotions and different things that we're very, very excited about. Okay. And again, you're also going to earn additional 5% senior manager open group rebate as well. Now, what I love about this business is all the different ways we get paid. So let's go ahead and break it down. As a senior manager, you get paid up to 30% commission. Now, all your personal customers that you bring in, depending if you qualify for the top retailer bonus or not, you're going to earn anywhere from 30 to 40% commission. Okay, let me say it again, 30 to 40% commission on all your customers. How great is that? Let me tell you something. When I was a brand ambassador for Lululemon and Aloe and a lot of these different other supplement companies, I wasn't getting 30 to 40% of my orders. I was getting 10% max. And some companies only give you 10% on on the first order of the customer, right? Everybody wants to be an influencer, but it's not that exciting, okay? Now with Remon, it is that exciting. Now when you get someone started, they start as a planner, they're going to earn their 10% commissions, but through the differential pay, guess what? You're going to earn 20%, okay? Now, let's say you get someone started and they reach the position of manager. While they go out there and earn their 20% commission, guess what? You're going to earn 10% commission on their sales, okay? Now, let's just say you help someone get to the same position as you as a senior manager, right? They earn their 25% and you'll also earn your 5%. Now, when you unlock your unit level, you do 1,000 sales points, you have 10 active customers, you're actually going to unlock 4 levels of the unit level. That's extra 5% all the way 3% to 5% on the customers of your team that you bring in and that you build. So that's what's super exciting about it. So this is very similar to real estate. Hey, you could be a real estate broker and you sell as many houses as you want. A real estate agent, sell as many houses as you want, earn big fat commissions. Or you could be a real estate broker, train real estate agents, and then guess what? Earn a commission on what they sell. So when I saw this, it was so familiar. It got me so excited. And let's just say our products are so good. You just got to demonstrate on people and let people decide. That's really all it is. So with that being said, my part's done. I'm so glad to be placed in the middle, right? Because you had Christy and Anna who did such a phenomenal job in the beginning. And we have a powerful lineup in the end with Jermaine and Mr. Tim Hurd. So if I did a horrible job, I'm going to be forgotten. So I'm super grateful for that. So I get to introduce the next gentleman. And this gentleman is one of my favorite speakers. It's impossible to listen to him without getting excited. Okay? It's impossible to listen to him without getting fired up. If you have an Apple Watch on right now, it's probably going to go off because it's going to say your heart rate is highly elevated. And that's because you're jacked out of your mind because of this gentleman. So help me welcome to the call, Mr. Jermaine Johnson.
I promise you I'm gonna tone it down. I promise. But look here, I need for all of you all, show some love in the chat for Julian Doan, Christy Bellinston, Anna Kim, my brother and sisters. I mean, phenomenal. And look, honestly, look here. Just take what Julian said and continue to do that. That's all I'm about to add to. Really, I don't do complicated. And Julian just crushed that training on how to be a senior manager. And that's all you need to do and do it over and over again. And so for all of you, look, I'm Jermaine Johnson. I have been asked to share about how to go team leader. But as we're doing that, guys, and as we start at the top here, this better act right for me. Hold on. There we go. From current slide. There we go. All right, good. Look here. Before we do all that, look, it isn't about the how-tos, it's how you do the how-tos. And so I just want to throw this in before we turn it over to the great one. Look, team leader. I remember though, Danny Batho used to teach this as far as, and I didn't know Julian was going to close out his portion talking about real estate. And he said, look, it all starts with what you want to build, because if you want to build a 3-story house or a 30-story building, it's all about the foundation in the beginning. And some of you, look, senior manager is it. But for those of you that possibly, look, you want to earn a full-time income on a part-time basis, or you want to travel anywhere, whenever, with whomever you want to, then team leader is where you want to get to. If you want to eradicate debt, if you want to live a lifestyle that you deserve, right? Understand, if you want to focus on your passion instead of just a pension, then team leader is for you. So pay very close attention. But as we go further in this team leader section, step 3 on your launching your business document, the first thing I need for all of you to do is to get excited. Is that all right? You need to get excited. Get excited about your own success. Get excited about your future. And then I need you to make a decision. And after that, I need you to borrow our belief in you. But then I need you to see yourself at team leader. See yourself, because there's a convention coming up, Las Vegas. See yourself crossing the stage as team leader, going to the team leader banquet, all those types of things. And until we get to Vegas, which Tim will talk about, I want you to say what you see until you see what you saw. Write that down. So team leader starts right here. 50,000 sales points in the most 5 consecutive, or in the most 5 recent calendar months. You got that? 50 sales points. Now that's powerful. Guys, in the beginning stages, we used to teach this. Look, just think about you getting to the team leader position, because that's where you begin to get 40% rebate on your personal orders. Just do the math as a team leader. Let's say you have about 100 customers spending about a couple of $100s a month. Hello, look here. Look, I don't even want to go there. But then also 3 senior manager legs. You want to do that. So the team leader compensation, simply, you're now at 40% commission, and then that unlocks your leadership match, whereas you can get up to 40% check match on your first 3 generation of team leaders. See, true abundance comes from giving back. This is all about duplication. You get to team leader, you're the Roger Bannister of the group. Show everybody on your team that it can be done, and then it's all about who's next. But that won't happen until you do at the bottom there, you set your goal. Write your goal down. Write your goal date for team leader. Write your goal date for team leader, and then you're going to come back and do the achievement date there. Are you with me so far? Now, let me give you a visual on it. How to be a team leader is simply this: 10,000 sales points per month over the next 5 months. Or any 5 months. Or you can do 50,000 anytime. As Julian said, don't make the company's maximums your minimums, or the minimums your maximums, guys. So anytime within 5 months. But then don't forget, you want to have, or you have to have 3 senior manager groups or legs. Now that's why all you want to do is stay right in there. Just keep duplicating senior manager. Now, you can only, or your total group maximum of 50% can come from one group. But at that point, once you do it, there's only a 10,000 sales points per month to maintain it. So if you did it once, you can do it again. And now you can show others. And then at that point, a team leader, because look here, you are growing in this. Your belief is off the chart. So you're going to have 5 active customers, and you're going to keep 5 active customers to release your commission. I love that. So your team leader commission, at that point, you have unlimited levels in your team leader group, 40% base, 3% generation leadership match from 10 to 40%. And you also just unlock 6 levels in the unilevel. That's another portion of this compensation plan. And then for those of you that are heavy in the customer acquisition base, look, you have 2,000 sales points. Then you're going to unlock, well, when you have 20 customers, you're going to unlock an additional 5%. Then if you have 4,000 sales points with 40 customers, an additional 10%. That's insane. So guys, just to give you a visual of what team leader looks like, because I always hear that some people won't run for a goal unless they know what the goal looks like and what if they know what's in it for them. So let's say team leader. Woo! Woo! You went team leader. We're celebrating you. At that point, let's say you get a customer. Well, the customer, right? They get, customer rewards, rebate, but they make a purchase. Your team leader, they're your customer. Guess what? You're getting between 40 to 50%. Hold on. Did he say that? 40 to 50%? That's insane. But now, wait, let's say you have a planner. Planner gets 10%. Guess what? You get the differential between you and the planner, 30%. Oh my goodness. How many people do you know out there that are just looking for a way to offset the cost of living? People are looking for a way to generate additional income today. Look here. Let's say you go out and help someone to the manager position. They get their 20%. Guess what? You get the difference between you and them, another 20%. How many planners do you want on your team? How many brand ambassadors do you want on your team? Guys, let's say you have a senior manager. Senior manager, okay, they get their 30%. You get the difference. That's another 10%. Oh, man. But wait, you forgot about the unilevel. Oh, that's an additional portion. Guys, there will get to a point where your checks will not make sense. But guess what? You'll spend it. Is that all right? I don't do complicated. I'm just telling you. You want to get to team leader, but team leader simply starts with what Julian so eloquently laid out for you. Senior managers. That's it. So let's say you find 10 people sharp just like you, 10 people, in the words of Les Brown, hungry. Let's say you find 10 people that can be better than you in this. And again, you remember I said true abundance comes from giving back, and you can never take anybody where you have never been. So you've already done senior manager. So find those 10 and help all of them. Let's lock arms, go to work. Help them go to what? Team leader or senior manager. I'm sorry. Well, you do the math on that. Senior manager, 6,000. Senior manager, 6,000. Senior manager, 6,000. Helping all of them get to their 6,000. Do that within that 5-month window. Guess what? Guess what? Yeah, I think you do the math. Yeah. Can we all say amen? Amen. Look here. You are now a team leader. You're walking stage in Vegas. You're coming to the team leader banquet. We are celebrating you. Guys, you want to get to team leader because it gives you options. What's that option? If one day you want to walk into your boss's job and say, I got something in my eye. He asks you, what do you got in your eye? You say, you know what? I don't see myself working for you anymore. I quit. You can do that if you get to team leader. So make sure you do that. With that said, all it is duplication of senior manager is the fastest way to team leader. I'm going to get out of the way. This gentleman that's going to close it out, he is the best of the best. He is the first ever, he and his business partner, the first ever national directors of Riman. He knows all the facts, loves to have fun, loves to help people, making boatloads of money. Honestly, he's making shiploads of money. Make sure you say the P. Shiploads of money. But what I love about him the most, he is down to earth. He is him. He is her. He is the one and only Mr. Tim. Hey!
Wow. You at least once in your life, man, you got to put on your goal list to get an introduction from Jermaine, right? I got to go take out the trash after this, right? To make sure I remain humble, man, because he said so many nice things. What a call. This is just like, I feel like I'm just hanging out with a bunch of my buddies, man. I just love everybody. These guys are all buddies of mine that, I've known for so long, and just like, this is like, you got my sisters and my brothers on here, and we're just having fun sharing Riman with people. And that's really what we do. I mean, it's like, what do? Just talk to people. You know what I mean? So we're going to have some fun, right? People ask me, what do you do? And I go, I find people to talk to. Talk to them, right? So we just have fun. Talk to them about these products, right? So I'm going to pull up the slide deck. I'm not going to spend much time here. My background's not very interesting. I used to work at a go-kart track before I got involved in this industry. I had some great mentors teaching me how to do this, and it's just been a true blessing. And I love helping people, and I love sharing with people the stuff that my mentor taught me. So I'm just going to bring this up right now. We're going to dive into this, see if we can hit the time mark today. But let's see. Boom. Let's see if we push current slide. This comes up. We're praying. We'll see what happens. There's a pretty good chance. Okay. So the biggest thing is, and Jermaine nailed it. I mean, team leader, that's where everybody wants to get to. Obviously, how do you create team leaders, just like he said, right? Doing what Julian talked about, right, is what? You know what I mean? Is creating senior managers. How do you create senior managers? Well, exactly what Anna talked about, which is what, right? The products, fall in love with the products. And then, how do you fall in love with the products? Exactly what Christy said, right? You got to get started. You know what I mean? So this thing is it, but it's all about commitment. You know what I mean? Like commitment is, kind of doing the thing that you say you're going to do long after the mood you say it set it in leaves you. But obviously, all we do is pop-ups, right? I tell people you want to pop till you drop, right? I mean, it's like super simple. Just basically find people with skin, you know what I mean? And do what, right? Put some product on them. You know what I mean? And so you want to have two pop-ups. Typically, what most people will do, well, they'll do one in the weekend and then what? One on the weekday. And then they'll just kind of, right away. So I always tell people, you want to start doing pop-ups like crazy, but you want to schedule your first two right away. I tell people, the secret to this business is just take action. You know what I mean? Like, if you say, okay, I'm going to do a pop-up next month, you're kind of really, I don't want to say procrastinating, but it's like you don't really need to do something like that when you could just do it now, right? I say a terrible pop-up today is better than a perfect pop-up tomorrow, right? Is just take action. And one of the most important things that we all do is what? Make a list, right? Once you make a list, you increase your chance of becoming a senior manager 10x, 10 times. Okay. So you want to make sure you have your list, right? Everybody creates their list. The product story, we talked about it, Anna showed those pictures. It's emotional, right? It's emotional. It really is. When I look back at the pictures of me before I got involved in Riman, I'm like, dang, man, I don't look good now, but I looked horrible before I started using these products, man. So it's going to make you look at the best version of yourself. Obviously, events to attend to is what, right? Today we did that. Presentation this Thursday is going to be special, right? We're going to have Christy Belliston, who you just heard from, and Abigail Meister, who's phenomenal. We're going to have them sharing the Riman opportunity. Team events, teams do events and things like that. You want to put together your team event, first training that you're going to attend. Obviously, the first convention. You know what I mean? Once you go to a convention, that's really your first day in Riman. But meaning that like before you've gone to a convention, you're really not in the business yet. You're going to see the big picture. You're going to hear from all the top people. I just love the conventions. That's how leaders are born. But let me just go through this real quickly and make sure it makes sense. We all know we have starter sets this month. Obviously, this month, anybody that buys a starter set, their enrollment is waived, right? So this is very important to realize is this month, your enrollment to become a planner is waived whenever you're in the sign-up enrollment process, whenever you pick a package. So the majority of people, whenever they get started, what's the first thing that almost everybody does? Pick a package, right? Why do we want to have products? That's a rhetorical question. I don't even know what rhetorical means. That's a big word, but it's kind of a question that you and I both know the answer to, right? The only way to promote something is to obviously, use it, have your own testimonial and share it with others. And obviously it's your pop-up, you're going to need products. So that's obviously a no-brainer is that make sure when people enroll, they pick a starter set. These are the three starter sets, Starter Kit Plus and Starter Kit Premium are by far way more popular than the starter kit, the signature starter kit. But, it doesn't make a difference, right? I'll talk about the starter kit, the signature starter kit. That's more like the basic packs for people that kind of want to just, become a customer and maybe share it, but not kind of share for less confident people. But you're going to get $373 of the product, right? For $334. So you're going to get a little bit of a, obviously get a little bit of a bargain there, but because you're going to get the free oil mist. But guess what? You're also going to get a rebate on that, right? Whenever you buy that starter set. So depending on, obviously, you want to get your rebate right away. Now, Starter Kit Plus, why that one's so much more popular is because that 1,024 SP gets you to be able to unlock your unit level. So you'll make more money. You'll double your commissions of or your overrides on your level 1 planners. You'll start unlocking your level 2 planners. Just got to make sure you get your lifetime customers there as well for that one. And obviously Starter Kit Premium, everybody knows that's obviously the best value. $2,000 worth of product for $1,688. So you're getting a substantial amount of free products there as well. Basically, that's by far the most popular. So you want to make sure you get your starter sets. You've got 30 days from the time you join to get as many starter sets. Actually, you can get up to 4 starter sets in your first 30 days. So the majority of people, most of the people, whenever they get started, they realize they want to get a bigger set because they want to make more money. But get started wherever you feel confident, comfortable. But make sure when you sign somebody up this month, you let them know enrollment's waived. For what? For anybody that picks up a set. Super important, okay? Obviously, Canadians, we got to take care of them too as well. They get obviously $518 worth of value. Huh, wow. On that signature one, they're getting $1,800 worth of value on that starter kit plus and $2,700 worth of value on that starter kit premium. So the Canadians are getting dialed in and taken care of. The new manager promotion, Chrissy talked about this. This is awesome. If you hit manager or senior manager this month, what happens? Right? It doesn't matter when you started. You could have started, like 10 months ago, and now you're just like, let's get started. Let's really, you know what I mean, get started now. But your start date might be a long time ago. Anybody in the month of May that gets this, right? I always look at it like inspired by, I don't know if you guys have them in your city, but in California, they have Trader Joe's, right? And there's a Trader Joe bag that people basically, they fight over, right? And it's just a popular bag. This is kind of like inspired by that, right? You're gonna get that tote bag. It's hot, it's sexy. You got to get it, right? It's exclusive. You can't get this tote bag any other way. So there's no way to be able to get access to this. I'm already obviously hit senior manager, so I'm like, how am I gonna get this, right? I might have to sign up my son and make sure I get him to senior manager just so I can get that tote bag, because that thing's hot, and I know my wife's gonna make me make sure that I get that one. So I gotta have it. I can't let something happen to me not get it. Fast Start bonus. Julian talked about it. How would a brand new person like to make an extra $500? Right? Let's get them out of the gates fast. If they run for the 500, and let's say it takes them 30 days instead of 7, they're still gonna get $250. So let's make sure we take advantage of the Fast Start bonuses. We all know that obviously a picture's worth 1,000 words. This product works for everybody all the time. Everybody loves it. You got to get your testimonial, right? You got to make sure you create your before and after. People love these products, what it does for their skin. The compliments you get are obviously next level. And the most important thing you want to do is talk to people. That's literally it. So what's the lineup of things that are happening right now? These are corporate events. We got obviously tomorrow, we got Product University. You want to take advantage of that. You never want to miss that. Obviously, I told you about the overview. Great time to grab, hand pick like 3 or 4 or 5 people that just talk to people. I think sometimes, for me, I'm afraid not to talk to people because I don't want people to find out about Riman and be like, how come you didn't talk to me about it, right? So I like to tell everybody about Riman. I don't like to hesitate. I like to take action. I was on a group last night. I was doing a team call for one of my buddies, and I just told their team, I said, some people are afraid to talk to people. I've been talking to people obviously since I started in Riman. There's nothing that can happen. Like it's you're not going to get hurt. It's not, I've never had somebody, say like, what, I'm on my way over to the house and I'm going to beat you up, Tim, for trying to share with me a life-changing opportunity. You're trying to give me a better quality of life. I've never had that happen. Right. So people you're afraid to talk to people. Who are you talking to? Right. You're talking to a bully, right? You're talking to mean people. I mean, our friends that, they're either going to say yes or no. Let's just talk to them and find out if they're interested, and just basically introduce them to the opportunity. Nobody's better to introduce people to the opportunity than these 2 speakers. Are phenomenal, right? Absolutely amazing. That's happening Thursday, right? That's happening on Thursday. Tomorrow we got Product University with Angie. Scan that QR code and get dialed in for that. And then Thursday night at the House of Riman, we're going to be doing an overview at 7, followed by the university. This week, we're going to be talking about launching planners at the university at the Irvine office. That's for people local in Southern California. But we've got so many great things that are happening right now. But like I said, the centerpiece of all that we do is what? The convention, right? This is how we create leaders. This is how leaders are born, right? They're not born, babies are born, but this is how they're created. This is how we develop people. So August 7th, 8th, and 9th, we're all going to be at the MGM Grand in Las Vegas. Get your tickets booked, get your hotel rooms booked. There's another QR code for the hotel rooms. I'll have them add that to the orientation. But single tickets right now are only $159 for this event. 10 ticket bundles $12.99. And basically, we have until July 1st. The end of June before ticket prices go up. But don't wait. Just make the commitment. I always explain to people, you want to throw your hat over the bar, right? When you make a commitment, you throw your hat over the fence, right? You throw your hat over the fence. When you throw your hat over the fence, you're going, right? So make a commitment and decide right now that this is it, that this is my time. I'm going to be with you guys at the Vegas event. You're going to have so much fun, the best decision you've ever made. And I promise you'll look back and say, wow, you know what? This was a turning point. This was a turning point for me. As I look back on my career, I would have never became the person I am today if I didn't go to that first convention, right? That first convention made me go, wow, you know what? I can do this. So I want to tell you right now that this is it. This is your time. Like, you can make it happen. I promise you, we've got a system in place to be there for you every step of the way. We care about your success. We want to see you win. We know you can do it, but you've got to decide in your mind right now, decide in your heart to say, hey, this is it. This is my time to make it happen. This is my time to step up. I'm not just going to be in the right place at the right time. I'm going to take action. Right? I'm going all out, man. I'm going to step up right now and make a commitment unmatched. This is my time. May is my month. Right? I'm going to make it happen. I'm going to be a success. I'm going to make my dreams and goals become a reality. This is my time. I love these products. I love this opportunity. That's the mindset we've got to have right now. We just got to share it. Open up your heart. Open up your heart and share Riman with people, right? Use the product, right? Use the product. Right? Talk about the product and demo the product, right? Use, talk, demo, man. And all we got to do is change people's faces, and then we're going to change people's finances, right? Change your face, change your finances. Just take before and after, start sharing this thing with the world. And I promise you, you're going to find people that are going to fall in love with Riman just like each and every one of us have. And I can promise you this right now. Tonight's orientation was amazing, but I'm telling you, you've got what it takes to. You heard from these amazing speakers, but you should have met them on day one. Right? Whenever, Christy's elegant, she's such a good presenter, but when she was born, she didn't come out doing presentations that good, right? She learned how to do it. Jermaine gets you fired up, ready to run through a wall, right? Guess what? Jermaine didn't pop out of the womb, right? Getting people ready to run through walls, right? Julian doesn't get you fired up and want to just start doing cartwheels down the street, right? He learned how to do that, right? Anna, you should have saw her on day one. You would have been like, whoa, right? To see her now, how does that all happen? It happens by deciding that this is it. I'm going to step out of my comfort zone. I'm going to make it happen. This is my time. This is my chance. Let's go all out, massive action. I appreciate each and every one of your commitments. Let's lock arms. We'll see you guys back on Wednesday and Thursday's calls. We're going to make it happen. Thanks to all you presenters. You guys did amazing. Thanks for everybody for joining us. We had too much fun. So make it happen, everybody.